Y'all, I wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about training your horses for trick riding. I've gotten a few comments asking how we train them, how do they stay on the rail, what are some precautions you take when training a horse, all the things. So I want to be brutally honest with y'all about all of the steps of trick riding, and that's what my page is about: trick riding, horse training, teaching riding lessons, all things horses and all things kind of my life. So I want to just be honest with y'all whenever I tell y'all that I do not suggest any of y'all to go out and try training your horses for trick riding, okay? If you want to trick ride, then first thing you should do is go watch my video that I posted not too long ago about getting into trick riding, what you need to know, and find you a coach. Do not try to teach yourself how to trick ride in your Western saddle, because you will result getting seriously hurt. If you're not getting really hurt, your horse is going to end up really hurt. It's just not a smart move. Don't do it. That being said, I kind of want to explain to y'all how our horses do know how to stay on the rail. So we've got this thing, we all call it trick riding tape. Some people call it different stuff, but we call it trick riding tape. And it's just like streamer. You see that like the car dealerships and stuff. And we put that up, and I'm going to put a little video here and kind of explain that to y'all. Alright, y'all, so we get going, and you'll see as soon as Cody's head gets in the tape, I get into my trick. So I hold this trick for the entire time, and over here at the end, you're going to see the corner. This is where the tape starts to open up. You saw my mom standing there. That tells Cody she can turn, and then we have this entire stretch, and then I know I'm going to get up, and then I've got to be stopped by this corner. I'm stopping about the equivalent of the spot that I'm starting my trick, just on the opposite side of the arena. So you can see here I am coming down the tape, and then right where my mom was standing is where the tape opens up. That lets Cody know to turn. If she was a little bit straighter, that would tell her to hold it a little bit longer. Before we get into tricks, we do lots of patterning. So we will literally just do this without doing any tricks, just riding normal. Do it going through the tape, stopping in the corner, turning towards the fence, all the things. Making sure horses know that like that's all we want them to think about. Whenever the tape's up, we do normal stuff with our horses. We do not trick ride every single day, because it would be very hard on our horse's body, let alone our bodies. So we pattern a lot, not just doing tricks. We will always just pattern. Make sure your horse knows the pattern. They'll get to a point where they know the pattern, and you don't have to pattern a lot. Every now and then I still pattern on Cody, where I will come out and just make her go all the way on the rail. She likes to cut corners sometimes, so I make her just stay on the rail, push her over there. So I still do patterning quite a bit, but I trick ride more than I would just do regular patterning, of course. That's pretty much as far as it goes with the patterning side, keeping our horse on the rail. Now when it comes to just like, if looking for a trick riding horse, we look for something big, muscular, something that's going to be able to hold our body weight when we're hanging on the side, something that's very well behaved, is a learner, wants to learn, wants to work, wants to go fast, but isn't going to blow their mind, calm-minded, well-built, athletic, something that's going to try for us, and very forgiving. And you'll notice like I feel like there's a lot more geldings out there for trick riding than there are mares, because of the forgiving side. We got to be able to kick, smack, pinch, all the things, and them not hate us. They've got to just kind of go on about their day, not worry about it, not hold grudges. We can't really get, if we come out one day and the mare's in heat, and then it's like, oh, she's not going to let me trick out on her. That's not good, because what if you have a performance that day? I ride Cody. Cody's always the same horse every single day when I go get her. She's always perfect. Obviously she's not absolutely perfect, but she is perfect to me. You could not convince me that Cody isn't perfect. She's got her flaws, I will say that, but she's perfect to me. That's all that matters. There are quite a bit of mares out there, but I feel like there's just more geldings. But whenever like we look for horses, we kind of just want them to be very well desensitized, very well behaved, fast learner, athletic, big built, all the things. So just kind of like common stuff that you would think of if you were wanting to hang upside down on a horse, what you would look for. You're not going to want to look for a tiny, scrawny horse that is absolutely psychopath. Like, not one that you get on and you're like, oh, I hope I don't fall off today. Oh, let's hang upside down on this horse. Like, we're not looking for that. We're looking for very well-minded horses. But they don't have to be, like, typically whenever people buy trick riding horses, they're not already trained. So it might be, like, a horse that is young or just needs some work or they need a little time, but if they got a good mind and they're willing to learn, then that would be fine. That's really all I'm gonna say on this topic, because I'm not trying to be rude, guys, but if you are just thinking you're gonna go out into your backyard and teach yourself to trick ride as well as your horse, you need to find a coach. Like, do not do that. If you truly care about your horse, you're not going to put him through that. Him, her, whatever. Don't do it, okay? Because trick riding is extremely dangerous, and it's not something that you just go out in your backyard and try to figure it out. I'm grateful to not have been bucked off the way that I probably should have back then, based on me thinking I would watch a YouTube video and be like, oh yeah, if they can do it, I can do it. Let me go try this trick real fast. Okay, don't do it. Okay, it's not going to end up pretty. You a coach. I cannot, like, I'm going to put that in bold letters. Find you a coach, okay? Find a coach. Once you find a coach and you practice on their horse, they will walk you through all the steps. And if something that you take seriously, they will help you find a horse, and they will help you train a horse, and they will get you going on your own horse, okay? But don't rush it, and don't just watch this video and be like, I'm going to go teach my horse to trick ride right now. Don't do it, okay? I cannot explain that enough, and that's why I'm not going to go into depth on teaching your horse to trick ride, because I don't want people to get hurt just from watching my video. I don't want them to see my video and then think, oh, yep, I'm going to go do that. So I'm just kind of explaining to y'all why I'm not going to be going into depth about this and what the trick riding pattern is, as well as what we look for. But as far as that is as much as I'm going to say. But I hope you all have a great day. I hope you learned a little bit from this video. If you are interested in trick riding, I did post a video not too long ago about what you need to know going into trick ride, finding yourself a coach, all the things. And I hope that will help y'all, and I will see y'all tomorrow.